Well, once again, you've dialed up the Bros, the Brew, Jersey Joe here, Joel in a box over there. You know, we're kind of like the male version of The View, but with only two of us and a lot less bitchy. Joel, how is life out there tonight?
Feel like Hoda copy, Joe.
Yeah. Don't worry, we don't break out the wine on this show. We do enjoy the adult
Your
beverages,
new
and
friend.
it's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, one thing that makes this all possible is technology. And one way we use technology is social media. Look, everybody's on social media these days. Everybody's got some kind of account, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, Snapchat. So we want to know what your opinions are on social media. Join our conversation live. Those of you watching right now, we've got those of you that hit us up on Twitter. What is the best social media? What works? What doesn't? What do you love and hate about it? So one thing that's got to be honest, Joel, like you and I met through social media, and a lot of people have, but what's your opinion on social media, and what do you think is the best platform?
It used to be Facebook for a while back when everybody used it, and
Yeah,
then it became Twitter once I realized that it was way better. Um,
yeah.
yeah, that's my answer actually. Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, I used to look. I did the same thing. Everybody started with MySpace, and then I went to Facebook too. But for me, I definitely think Twitter is the best option. That's what I like. That's what I like using best. And for a couple different reasons. One thing is it's out there. Like anybody can see your comments, can see your stories, can share along with you and your experiences. Whereas Facebook, you're kind of with a close group. You're kind of like it's only people that you've friended. And then Instagram, well, anybody can take a picture and put things up. But Twitter, actually, you have to have some thought into like putting your tweets out there. And Snapchat, I don't care about stuff that goes away in 24 hours. To me, that's kind of a waste of time. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get. I'm not young enough to care, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely with you. Your thoughts. Nobody cares about your fucking dog. If your grandma's on it, it's too simple. It's too stupid, and it's the Craigslist of, it's the Walmart of social media.
Yeah.
If everybody's on it, who gives a f? And
Yeah.
it's basically LinkedIn at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of it. And then remember MySpace? That was definitely the hit, and people love that because you put pictures up there and customize it. Oh boy, because that was the first social media thing. But then they screwed it up, and then they couldn't find a way to make any money on it, so it went bankrupt. And now it's some other service out there that's just basically Walmart filler. And I think that's what's going to happen with
It's the
things
same
like
thing to me. I mean, rest in peace, MySpace. But yeah, it's the same thing at this point.
yeah, they couldn't make any money off of it. See, at least right now, Facebook is kind of figuring out how to make money off of it. They're selling a lot of ads. They're suckering people in. They keep screwing around with the whole like, what's on your news feed? What can I get? And definitely, that's where your older people are. Instagram, anybody can get on there. Snapchat, that's where your younger millennials are. But the thing about that is, they're not making any money off of that. And Twitter isn't really making any money off of that either. Like they're selling ad space. But like on Instagram and on Snapchat, that's where your millennials are. They're not spending any money. They're not really targeting any ads. And that's a problem for advertisers because they don't want to target millennials who aren't going to spend any money on their products.
Exactly. You can still buy things on Facebook via check.
That's true. That's true. You can. And companies spend a lot of ad dollars like advertising their products on there. But that's not really happening so much with Snapchat. And then there's all kinds of other ones too. Let's be honest, we've got LinkedIn, there's Flickr, YouTube, Google Hangouts or Google Plus, which nobody even uses at all. So there are other social media platforms out there that
Right.
maybe someday might work or they might not. I don't know. But you basically are pretty much Twitter, and then I know you use Instagram too, just like I do.
Yeah, like most people do. But that's because you and I both care about our picture quality
Yeah, the
and all
one thing
that.
I've also found is that like a lot of people that are on Twitter and like they can hide and like become somebody else. Like some people put some things out there, but then you meet them in real life, they're like, "Oh, that's not who I thought you were." But like, that's how you and I met. Let's be honest, you and I met that way. We got extremely close. Like this isn't a joke. Like, we technically are big
Yeah,
bro, little bro.
let's be honest.
So it's real. I mean, it is. It's as real as you make it.
Yeah, I mean, you can be an egg avatar. I think people like anonymity.
Yeah.
Just like the reason Bitcoin is even a thing is that, but
hmm
that's not exactly the reason that you and I use it or that most people use it. But it's definitely different in the way that you can just make up your egg avatar,
Yeah.
your fake thing, and then speak behind with no conviction whatsoever,
hmm
and just tell people that they suck at pitching or they eat donkey dicks or whatever, and then have no accountability whatsoever.
That is the one thing. And then one thing I'm going to say, like when I got my job that I have now, like my boss went through my Twitter account. She brought it up there, during the meeting. So you do got to be careful of some things that you put out there, some things that you don't, because there is, you say the wrong thing on there, it can destroy you. How many people, have you seen, professionals like, high-level executives at companies and even Trump that have really screwed up on there and hurt the brand and gotten a lot of trouble and even fired because of comments they put on social media? That's the one thing, though, you do have to watch. Like, when you're on Facebook and then, Facebook, you're closed off and you're only friends with certain people and they can see it. But Twitter or like Instagram, when you put a bad comment or crazy comment out there, it's out for everyone. Well, look, we got a bunch of you that chimed in on this online. So let's take a couple of viewer comments right now because Vamos Yankee says anything but Snapchat. Oh, Vamos Yankees agrees with us. Anything but Snapchat. I don't disagree with him. Do you?
We need someone here who's pro Snapchat who can actually put together a good argument for it, other than like sending nudes when you're like a teenager.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go to another viewer comment. Big Yankees fan says, I don't think we would have been friends if it wasn't due to social media. He's right about that. I met a lot of cool people online. You and I have met a lot of cool Yankee fans online. And when we traveled, too, it's kind of neat, like, once you leave that city to friend them and then chat with them and still talk to them later. I know you still do that.
Right. I mean, you have to be very careful. You have to scout out the people that you talk to. If they don't have a real name, it's obviously a bad idea.
Yeah.
But you can kind of figure out if people, put their personal life out there, if they're actually a human being or just a Russian bot. Well, I mean, if you're smart, you can. 46% of the country can't tell the difference. But
yeah.
Anyway, I won't get political. Yeah, you can definitely meet some really cool people with common interests on there. And, I noticed that you asked someone who just said their fan as their handle.
Yeah.
And you can definitely talk a lot of baseball with big Yankees fans on there, as you and I do.
Yeah, yeah. Let's also be true, too. Like, we've met some awesome people on there. We've also met a few duds, too, a couple times, and some scary people. You never know. You never know.
They're out there.
They are out there. They're everywhere. Let's go to our next viewer comment. Todd says, Facebook. Though I held out until 2006, I was a MySpace fan because of the personal page customization. Then MySpace changed and turned to shit. Oh, Todd, you read my mind. But the problem with MySpace was you had to get off of it because they closed it down. So clearly it was, one of those early social media things, but they didn't quite have the kinks worked out of it. And then, if it doesn't make money, it's not going to last.
Yeah, if you listen to a lot of music and pop culture references from that time, that was the thing. That was the thing for like 5 years. And then, they made some major missteps. And that's why they're just like, I think they still exist, but...
Yeah. The last thing...
Basically, my reaction is everybody else's too. I think they still exist.
Yeah. I believe the last thing I remember, I think Fox bought them in like 2007 or 8, and I don't know if they still own them or not, News Corporation, and that was when they couldn't make money. I think they're the ones that shut them down. Don't hold me to that, but I kind of think that's the truth. I do remember that.
And have Andy Samberg star in some shitty comedy on there.
Yeah, well, they are starting to make shows for Snapchat now. I know, like, there's NBC has a little, news show. There's a couple little cable channels and even, like, some online social media posts that have their own shows on Snapchat as well. So it definitely is. It's here to stay for a while, and people are trying to figure out what to do with it. But let's go to our poll. That's the best way to solve the problem. So what did you think is the best social media platform? All right, well, you guys kind of ran away with this. 88% of you said Twitter is the best. It was kind of unanimous. 6% said Instagram, and then 3 apiece for Facebook and Snapchat. But we got to be honest, this poll was put up on Twitter. You and I shared it, so maybe those results might have been skewed.
Yeah, I thought about that when you put it out there, and I was thinking if you put that same exact poll on each of those platforms, how many would you get for each one?
Yeah.
But one of the things that's cool about Twitter is that you can link it to any of those and have the same quality, and that's not the same with all the other ones.
Yeah.
So that's one more added bonus of it is the linkability to everything else.
Yeah, that's nice. One thing I noticed, like, Facebook has done, too. First off, I linked that poll to my Facebook page, so you could vote on it on Facebook, but you have to click through to Twitter. And then the other thing Facebook has done, if I put, like, a video or a picture out on Twitter, it used to link through onto my Facebook wall. Now it doesn't do that anymore. They've taken a lot of that away, and that's just one more of those little Facebook algorithm things. But that actually hurts the social media experience at the end because instead of like making everything, joinable and usable together, now I have to like go make a separate post on Facebook, a separate one on Twitter. And when you're doing that on all these different platforms, it can become a little bit too much and kind of a small pain in the ass.
Yeah, when they aren't connected, like Facebook bought Instagram, so you can put something on Instagram and then hit share and it'll show up not as a link. They
Yeah,
do it on purpose. I mean,
yeah.
there's not a hoop to jump through because they want people to go, oh, cool, they did that on their page. Oh, goodness, my grandson, look at that. He bought a fucking McDonald's French fry. You know, when it's a rival company, they want you to have to click through a link, and then when old people do it, as Facebook users are usually over the age of 45, they're going, how do you do this?
All right. Well, hey, we want to thank you guys for joining our live web show here. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button because there's always fun going on here on the YouTube channel. And Thursday on Kicking Back in Jersey Joe, what does a drunk guy puking on a path train and a squirrel looking for his nuts have in common? Oh wait, it's the next round of Caption This, and I've got some funny comments that you guys caption, and I'm going to crown the winner. That's Thursday on Kicking Back Jersey Joe. Make sure you like and subscribe because it's always a good time on YouTube. YouTube, Joel, another social media platform. There's just so many.
Yeah, I don't even know.
All right, well, me neither, but one thing we do know is we like seeing you here each and every week. So Jersey Joe here, Eye on the Box over there. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, I hope.